Tulip days at Exploration Acres have already kicked off this spring. Of course, it's a great way to get outside, take some pictures, and of course, cut some tulips to take home with you.
I think especially with as long a winter as what we had, and it was so cold, it just seemed like it was never going to end. This is something people can do. They can get out of the house finally and go enjoy time with family and friends.
You can find 55 varieties of tulips across 8 acres in 2 different aerial designs. This year, Exploration Acres added 4 extra acres of tulips. This year's designs are a butterfly and a hummingbird.
The tulips that you see here, both of the fields, all 8 acres, that's basically 2 53-foot semis full of tulips that came over here from Holland.
Co-owner and president of Exploration Acres, Tim Fitzgerald, shares that you might want to catch the tulips this year. He might not bring them back next year.
We may be advertising that we're just going to, hold off a couple years. We'll reintroduce it after we've let the soil rest and we've planted some other crops here, so it'll be a special thing that we do.
There are all kinds of photo opportunities that Fitzgerald has built himself. Large butterfly wings, framed spots, a giant chair, and more. And when you're picking your tulips, be sure to cut them down low at a 45-degree angle. It'll help your blooms last a little longer. We've linked hours of operation as well as the link to tickets for you over on our website at WLFI.com. In Lafayette, Rachel Haulk, News 18. Life looks a little different than your average person for former educator Kathy Nimmer. She started losing her vision when she was a little girl. Now all she can see is light. But she doesn't let her disability stop her from accomplishing her dreams. Nimmer is a former Harrison High School English teacher. She's won many awards like Indiana Teacher of the Year. Now she's about to head off to New York to accept the Helen Keller Achievement Award.
I can use that status, that elevated platform to make things better for others. And as cliche as that may sound, that's where I get my joy.
Nimmer constantly finds ways to pour into others despite no longer being a teacher.
So I'm still an educator, just not in the classroom.
Her former colleague turned friend, Lynn Eisenbarger, says not only are they good friends, they are constantly learning new things from one another. She shares her reaction when Nimmer found out she'd won the award.
She shared that she'd gotten that call, and what I remember about it, she was excited. She was kind of almost shaken up. I mean, it totally caught her off guard. But the humility, how can I use this to help others, was what she was talking about. And I sat there and thought, yep, that's why you're getting this award, Kathy.
The Helen Keller Award is different than any other award Nimmer has won before. You don't apply, you're not nominated, they find you. Nimmer didn't immediately feel like a winner. She felt undeserving, but she reminded herself of one thing.
When bright light shines in our lives, it is not about us. It is about what we can do with that light in order to help others.
As Nimmer receives her award this week, students and teachers from the Indiana School for the Blind will be in attendance, giving her yet another opportunity to continue being a role model.
When I think of standing on the stage and delivering those remarks and knowing that 5 teenagers who are literally where I was years ago and looking toward a future in a world that is not built still for those with disabilities, everything about that night feels manageable because I know that they will remember that night forever.
This is the beginning. This is the only one in Indiana.
The Escape artificial intelligence-powered massage robot is bringing big technology to the Hoosier State. The Spa Union Club Hotel is keeping the innovative spirit alive on Purdue University's campus.
With Purdue and White Lodging, they agreed, hey, this is something that we could use.
The process is simple. Wear the provided fitted clothing, make sure your hair is up, and relax. Cameras on the machine will scan your body. Then you can adjust settings for the bed itself, the firmness of the massage, the targeted areas, even the kind of relaxing music you'd like to hear. It's about as custom as you can get.
It actually complements the human massage therapist too, because there are going to be times where, like I said, you want to come in and you just want to get out, and you know it's not really the full experience that you're looking for, or there are some people that do not enjoy touch.
You may be wondering, will this impact human massage therapist jobs? Spa director Carrie Lynn Myers says the goal is for it to take up the extra clients they can't get to on busy days, and it means they can get a massage themselves.
It doesn't do as much as a massage therapist does. It does not do the front of the body, but is going to get to the main things that need to be done.
I did get to try it out, and I can confirm it's just as relaxing as a normal massage. Massage appointments with Escape will go live later this month, so be on the lookout. To get ahead, you can call the spa at 765-496-5874 to get your name on the list of future bookings. Approximately 90,000 people in the United States are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease every single year. And in 2025, Rick Troxel became one of those people. Troxel battled the symptoms for several months before he was diagnosed a year ago.
I watched what this disease did to my mother. So trying to work around that and thinking about the impact on me, but not just me, my wife. Great wife, 48 years. So got through that and decided the best thing you can do is move.
But Rocksteady boxing classes and the Lafayette Area Parkinson Support, or LEAPS, have given him a new support system in multiple ways.
Rocksteady and LEAPS has just been outside of my awesome family that I've got and my church family. Now I have another family that helps just being with people that are going through the same thing.
Parkinson's disease is a disease with no cure. It affects your nervous system, blocking dopamine from going to certain parts of your brain. It can cause issues like tremors, poor balance, or slurred speech. We are Rocksteady! All of the exercises done at Rocksteady, even yelling, can help slow those symptoms. Boxers are lifting weights, doing repetitive movements, and giving themselves a way to fight the disease. Chad Welch's mom has been battling Parkinson's for 16 years. It's part of the reason he's so heavily involved in running Rocksteady and LEAPS.
I don't know if I'm lucky or Parkinson's just impacts the best people, but the best people I know have Parkinson's, and it is like having another family. And so there's not much I wouldn't do to try to help these people fight Parkinson's the best they can and be part of that journey.
Just like Troxel, Bill Babcock knew he needed something to keep his mind and body moving after his Parkinson's diagnosis.
When you're told you got Parkinson's, the first 2 weeks is denial. I don't have that. And you go through that and then you learn that, we're doing this to slow it down. And I know that it is slowing it down.
But what keeps Babcock going?
I got 3 great grandkids, or 4 now. Well, I see them grow up.
Not only are these boxers fighting Parkinson's, they're providing hope one punch at a time. A 200-year-old tree sits at the corner of Grant Street and Forest Hill Drive in West Lafayette. Before its removal, residents look back at the memories the kissing tree holds. From 1991 until 2019, Danielle Gaylord and James Farr raised their kids in a beloved family home. A famous tree on their property becoming a spot for special memories.
2 of the boys, they fessed up to throwing acorns at cars from behind, which we didn't know about that. And then our daughter had her first kiss behind the tree.
The irony is we had no idea it was called the kissing tree until this commemoration.
Similar to Gaylord and Farr, Jessica Reingold has grown up on Forest Hill Drive, walking by the tree every day on her way to school.
I've walked here ever since I was in little 7th grader, and I just, that tree has been a piece of my walk to school every single day, and it's a little, I don't know. I would say it's kind of sad that it's going. It's probably time, though.
The kissing tree has been passed by many over the years, both on the street and the sidewalk. Not only does the tree hold memories, it also has history. West Lafayette Mayor Aaron Easter says the name comes from a former mayor who says his first kiss happened under the tree.
It had acquired that name, several decades ago, and had fun little stories tied and attached to it. And we recognized that we at City Hall knew a lot of these stories, but we weren't sure that the community did. And what a great way to talk about the legacy and the history of this tree. Set to be removed during spring break, a new sidewalk and commemorative plaque will go in its place. The city plans to create a memorial of some kind out of the tree, as well as plant 126 new trees citywide, with one given the name the Kissing Tree.